Sinch is a platinum partner in the Adobe Exchange program, and they're the only partner for Journey Optimizer where you can buy SMS and MMS on Adobe paper in your Adobe contract. When we were looking at partners for Journey Optimizer for conversational messaging, SMS, MMS, etc., Sinch was a clear choice. They're a global leader in the space, they're recognized by independent industry analysts, and they have a great focus on privacy and security with the global regulated industries, especially in things like healthcare, which we're leading into with Journey Optimizer. Our customers that use Journey Optimizer are looking to collect and aggregate all of their touch points with their customers in one spot, in one user interface. So what we're doing with integrating with Sinch for SMS and MMS is providing one canvas, one authoring workflow for the marketer or the practitioner to log into, avoiding switching cost or duplication of effort, and having access to all of that rich personalization all in one place, and to build that in the context of other interaction points like an email that they might want to send with their customer.
As we think about the younger generations, increasingly, they become what we call email agnostic. In other words, many of them don't have an email address. Their preferred means of communication ends up being all forms of messaging. What's really interesting about text messaging, though, is when we compare it to other mediums, its statistics are mind-boggling. It has a 98% open rate. If I send a consumer a text message, there's an extremely high likelihood they're going to open it. There's a 45% response rate to those text messages, if you will. And then more importantly, when we think about conversion or click-through rate, the click-through rate is, roughly speaking, almost 20%. Compare those to any other medium, and you get the power and the reach of text messaging in terms of engaging consumers.
I think technology is really a generational thing, and it might be the case that some of the younger generation don't engage with email as often or in the same way. And we know from primary research that Adobe has produced that something like 60% of emails just never get opened, and that folks will just delete emails or ignore them or just have an inbox that's full of thousands of unread messages. But they have their phones in their pocket all the time, and they're engaging with apps, and they're used to receiving messages on their phone. With Sinch and having the ability to just push directly either in an SMS or MMS or in other sort of conversational avenues where they might be engaging, like WhatsApp or like WeChat. So with the Conversation API and our integration with Sinch, we can go way beyond just SMS and MMS into a lot of different messaging channels that might have a much higher concentration of younger users.
The average SMS marketer reaps $71 back for every dollar they spend on text messaging. That's astronomical in terms of return on investment. Likewise, when we think about sending mobile coupons to consumers, there's a 30% likelihood that they will convert on that mobile coupon that we've sent to them. And it makes all the sense in the world. It's there on their phone, it's simple, it's accessible. And then lastly, when we reinforce an email campaign by sending a follow-up text message to the consumers that are subscribed, what we find is a lift of 20 to 30% in terms of the open rate for email. Again, those are mind-boggling stats. If you're a marketer, they're hard to ignore. Make no mistake about it, consumers' appetite for impersonal communications in this channel is literally waning. So it's critical that we utilize technologies like the Adobe Real-Time CDP in order to muster data and personalize those experiences. When we do that, magic happens.